Right, so, Doom. From the title, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about and why I think this game is bad. Okay, it's not a bad game. I just didn't enjoy it. Like, and I don't really know why I'm not enjoying it. And I haven't even finished it yet, and I'm making a video on it, which might be a little bit confusing for most people, but I'm just not, like, okay, so here's the thing. I don't get addicted to things. I don't have an addictive personality, and there's nothing that I do that makes me want to do stuff more. Like, I can stop doing something just because I want to, and I don't really like forming habits. But with video games, or with games in general, I like to get better at them, and I like to play them even if I'm bad at them, because it's fun to do good in them eventually. Or, you know, whatever, right? But then there's Doom. And I genuinely really enjoyed the old first Doom. But I'm not enjoying this one. And I can't quite figure out why. So Doom then. After that clip I showed at the beginning, you'd imagine that this game is going to be amazing and brilliant, and it's going to be one of those games where you go around fighting things, shooting things to death until you end and save the world. But it's not. It's not that at all. From what I've experienced, Doom is a health and ammo management system with a first-person shooter thrown in, for good measure. Yeah, you shoot things and things die, but half the time, I feel like I'm looking at the bottom bar because my health has dropped below 50%, and then I get shot by something and I'm immediately dead. Leave me alone while I do my thing! Oh my god, What am I supposed to be doing here? What am I supposed to be doing here? What am I supposed to... Like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck is going on? Seriously, the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? In the first Doom, I felt like there was enough suspense and enough difficulty for me to be able to manage my health without it being the main focus of the game. It's not what I expected. The other problem is... there's so many jumping puzzles. Why? What the hell's this? Oh, am I supposed to... I don't like how that... What? What? What the fuck did I just do? Come back. Okay. What? Why am I... What is going on? Like... You know, I'm not here to do jumping puzzles. Hey? What? What? Oh, right. I see what I have to do. And then I can do this. Oh, fuck that. Through there. Through there. Climb the wall. Have I got my things? I've got one. Yes, done it. And here's the thing. Original fans of Doom aren't going to enjoy the game. Because it's not Doom. It's a shoot 'em up with puzzles. I don't want to play my first person shooters with a puzzle in the middle of them. That's boring. Kills the game dead. It stops the high-paced, intense moments, which, by the way, when they're happening, are a lot of fun, as you can see from the clip at the beginning. So why have so many sections where I'm running around trying to figure out where to go next, or how to jump onto a platform? Take them out of the game, stick a load of shooting in the game where it should be, give me a load of boss fights and a load of battles, and I'll be a happy cookie. Thank you. So the question is then, if I don't think it's a good game, if I don't think it's a bad game, why should you buy it? You should buy Doom if you like fast-paced first-person shooters where you're going to get through a battle by the skin of your teeth. If you like a game where you're managing things, micromanaging things. If you like a game like Doom 2016. Doom 2016 isn't a bad game, but it's also much better than this. This is not Doom 2016 as well. It's not the original Doom. But it is fun, it's fast-paced, it's really interesting, and there is actually a story. You shouldn't buy Doom because the gameplay has no real flow. I'm more thinking about what upgrade I need to get next, or what weapon I'm going to use next to kill this certain thing, or I'm dying constantly, or I'm close to dying constantly. It takes you out of the flow of the thing. It works a lot like the other Doom as well. In other Doom, the 2016 version, you have to perform glory kills to get health back. That's the same in this. This game adds a little bit more to the chainsaw, which means that if you chainsaw enemies at a certain time, you'll be able to actually regain a little bit of ammo and a little bit of health. But I'm constantly falling out of combat to do this, and I feel like it breaks the flow completely. What I'd rather like is Doom without so much stuff on top. In Doom 2016, I felt like there was a huge flow to the gameplay. I'd be running through, I would die, and I would get hurt, but I wasn't constantly taken out of the flow by that dying, or by some other ability that I'd put on to myself, which meant it was difficult for me to do anything. There is, of course, all familiar things in the game, like upgrading systems and things like that. But the problem is, I feel like the upgrade system kind of takes you out of the game a little bit. Because once you get a new upgrade, or you find a new enemy, it tells you where the enemy's weak spot is, instead of allowing you organically to figure out where the weak spot actually is. The problem I have is whenever I'm performing a glory kill, I'm immune, completely immune from attacks, and I think this kind of takes you out of the flow of the game. The system itself for upgrading is average and sort of clunky at best, but it works. And there are upgrades that are pointless, like quicker glory kills and so on. I don't need this, because why would I have to take less time to do something when I'm essentially taking a break anyway, because I'm not actually getting attacked or taking any damage? This seems pointless to me. Another thing that I've found and that I've been told by other people is you have to play the first so many missions in the game to actually get and feel like you're playing the game. It takes a little bit of time for the game to spin up, and I have to say, eventually, once you are in the main section of the game, it does get a little bit more fun. But But to me, after paying full price for the game, upwards of 60 quid, it's too long for a game to get good. I feel like I should jump into the game straight away and be immediately punched into the action. You can do tutorials and things like that organically. You don't have to be so jarring and take everyone out of the action to do a tutorial. We're not children. We've played the other games. We know what's happening. Earlier on, I said something about story, and there is actually a story in this game. And I said it in a certain way that might have appeared to be a little bit sarcastic, and that's sort of because I was being sarcastic. Where there is a story in this game, there's not really much to say about it. I don't really know what's happening half the time, and most of the time it's just to bring context to all the demon killing. Okay, half the earth has been taken over by, Satan's devil children. But so what? What the hell? I don't care. You're not telling me anything about the story or why I'm here. Yeah, okay, I want to kill demons because I don't want the earth to be in turmoil or end or crack in half or something terrible else to happen. But it's just sort of going on in the background, and I don't really care about it. What I would have liked to have seen is visual storytelling. Something like they do in Portal, where there's things like rooms I can go in where I can see disaster that has happened. Instead of just some person in my ear saying that, I have to kill the Hell Priest soon. What the hell is a Hell Priest? Why do I care what a Hell Priest is? Why am I killing it? Nobody fucking knows. At the end of it all, there's a story, but I don't really know what happens in the story. So the question is then, what's the overall verdict? In my opinion, it's not a bad game, but it's also not quite the game we all expected. It's been critically acclaimed on Steam as being overall positive, but I feel like that's because lots of people who are playing this might not have played the original Doom, and they might be more fans of the new Doom. As I said in this video, it isn't a bad game. There's just a lot of aspects of the game that are quite jarring, and the gameplay flow is broken by those aspects. However, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Good game, very interesting, lots of great things, and like I said, in the later game, everything gets a lot better. The gameplay flow is broken a lot less. Things, once you've got past all the really jarring tutorials, everything is really just a lot better. And I feel like if we had less tutorials or a more organic tutorial system, things would have been better. But it's not that bad. Would I recommend it to a friend? I think I'd let them decide whether or not they would like it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and ta-ra.